Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 19th February 2024. In this video, let us generate bullish and bearish trade setups for monthly income trade and weekly income trade. A small announcement, please. If this is your first visit to our channel, please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. All the training lessons can be accessible from a playlist supply demand zone price action course. I have provided the link to this playlist in this YouTube video description. By clicking the link, you will get into this page. Then scroll down to the bottom of this page, and here starting from lesson 1.1, all the lessons are available in an order. So please go through one by one and complete the course and strengthen your skills related to supply demand zone price action. I have also provided the link to our Telegram channel in this YouTube video description. Please join there. Each time when we release a new video, we will provide an update at Telegram channel. Now let's get into report generation for bullish and bearish trade setups for monthly income trade and weekly income trade. For monthly income trade, the lower time frame is daily. That means entry time frame is daily. And for bullish trade setup, entry zone should be demand zone. And in the parameter bullish or bearish trade setup on daily, let us select the value bullish. Now generate the report. Now all these stocks are supporting bullish trade setup. But the list is very big. Currently Nifty is at all-time high, near all-time high. So majority of the stocks are supporting bullish trade setup. For our reference purpose, let me scroll down. Please remember, I am giving you only few seconds time. Otherwise, the length of the video will increase. If you want to refer any stock, just pause the video. And you can study all the columns in this report. After that, further you can proceed with this video. And another important point is set our YouTube video resolution as 1080, that is HD quality, so that you will not be, the text won't be blur. There won't be any blur in the text if you set HD quality. So I'm scrolling down. So total 105 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup. But here some of the stocks might be pierced. There could be some pierced demand zones. We don't want them. So what I am going to do, I'll scroll down to the parameter pierced count. In daily time frame, I am setting the value minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Now you filter. Now the list is further reduced. It eliminated the bullish. It eliminated the pierced zones. Now let me scroll down further again. Now all these 92 stocks are again supporting bullish trade setup. Only 10 stocks are currently, I think, having a pierced zones. They are eliminated. But how to reduce this list further down? So for that, we will use the column reward. Because this is a monthly income trade, between daily demand zone and daily supply zone, we expect a minimum of 5% reward. Let us look for such kind of stocks. So for that, I am going to the strategy builder. There, a parameter called minimum range. This is nothing but reward, D2D range, distal line to distal line, or distal line to all-time high. So the minimum reward should be 5%. So I am selecting the value 5 and daily time frame. Now the list is further reduced. Now let me scroll down. Now 55 stocks are filtered. In all these 55 stocks, the reward is minimum of 5%. Okay, is there any another way further to filter further? Yes. From this, let us check stocks near the demand zone, so that it is easy for us to get an entry if there is any stock near to the demand zone. At what percent? 1% near to the demand zone. For that, there is a parameter called maximum price percent to reach the zone. In this parameter, in daily, let me set the value 1. 1 indicates 1% near to the demand zone. Within 1% near to the demand zone, whatever the stocks are there, they will be listed. So currently 2 stocks are there near the demand zone. One is IGL and another one is a National Aluminium. National Aluminium is an all-time high stock. Okay, now let us check within 2% how many stocks are there. Because the list is too small, within 2%. In daily time frame, within 2% to the demand zone. Now 4 stocks are filtered. Nestle India and Godrej Consumer Property. These 2 stocks are filtered. Now let us further filter. Now let us check to 3% close to the demand zone. If tomorrow price is down by 3%, we will get an entry. I'm changing 2% to 3%. 6 stocks are filtered. Now within 4% also we will check. These 7 stocks are filtered. And the last we will check within 5%. Oh, sorry, this is the maximum range. Maximum range should be 5. I changed the wrong parameter. Now let me select within 4%. These stocks are within the 4% level. Here what I am seeing, lower time frame price direction, none of them are moving towards the demand zone. All are moving either all-time high or supply zones. If any one of these stocks change the direction, then only we get an entry in the demand zone. And the last one we see within 5%, how many stocks are there? Maximum price percent to reach the zone. Within 5%, these 19 stocks are there. So this is about stocks currently supporting bullish trade setup, and a minimum reward should be within 5% level. So let me go back. Now let us generate a bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. So entry time frame should be daily. Now entry zone should be supply zone. And in bullish or bearish trade setup at a daily time frame, now we are selecting bearish. And currently 2 stocks only supporting bearish trade setup. Lal Patlab is not having any reward. That means both demand and supply zones are overlapped with each other. That's why reward is 0. UPL is having good reward. And moreover, UPL price is moving towards the supply zone. Moreover, it is a high liquidity supply zone, and also test count is also 0, fresh zone. Only thing you need to check the quality of the zone by fine tuning the zone. If it is good, then you can plan a short trade in this zone. Currently it is supporting bearish trade setup. And reward is also excellent reward, 12%, but risk is also high, 3% risk is there. Reward is not 12%, I'm sorry. For supply zone it is 11.42, close to 12%. Risk, 3% risk is there. This risk is type 1 entry risk. Type 1 entry, that is zone high to zone low. If you further, you can further reduce the risk to type 2 entry, or maybe at lower time frames, you may take an entry at 75 minutes level or 15 minutes level. But anyway, you can further reduce. Already we have close to 1 is to 3.5%, more than 1 is to 3.5% RR is there. You can make it 1 is to 5 also by reducing the risk. Okay, this is about UPL. Now let us go back. Now let us generate bullish and bearish trade setups for weekly income trade. First we will say for weekly income trade, first let us generate bullish trade setup. So in weekly income trade, 75 minutes is the entry time frame. You can also use 125 also. In a weekly income trade, 75 or 125, either one is supported, but most 75 is the most commonly used one. Let's focus on this. That's why I don't want to get into 125. And the entry zone should be demand zone because it is a bullish trade setup. In bullish or bearish trade setup parameter, in 75 minutes, I am selecting bullish. Now let us generate. All these stocks are currently supporting bullish, but let us eliminate the pierced zones because we don't trade by using pierced zones. In pierced count on 75 minutes, I am setting the value 0, 0, and now we will filter. All the demand zones are not pierced now. Now you can check in the column PIE. But how many stocks are there? Let us scroll down. So 62 stocks are filtered. Out of these 62, let us further filter the list by checking the stocks having a minimum 3% reward because it is a weekly income trade between 75 minutes demand zone and 75 minutes supply zone or 75 minutes demand zone to all-time high. A minimum at least 3% reward should be there. So for that in D2D range, that is a minimum range percent at 75 minutes, I am setting the value 3. Now let us filter the list. Now the list is reduced. Reduce it to 24 stocks. All these 24 stocks are having a minimum of 3% reward. Okay. Now let us find from this list how many are near to 1%, 2%, and maximum 3% we will check. If any stocks are there near 1%, there are higher chances. Tomorrow itself you will get a trade. So let me go back. And here, maximum price percent to reach the zone at 75 minutes, I am setting the value 1. So within 1% to reach the zone. Which zone? Demand zone. Because entry zone we selected as a demand zone. No stocks are there currently within 1% to the 75 minutes demand zone. Now let us check within 2% level. If tomorrow price is down by 2%, we will get an entry. I'm changing 1% to 2%. Now 3 stocks are there which are currently supporting bullish trade setup and 2% near to the demand zone. We have BEL, Emphasis and Wipro. All these 3 stocks are supporting a bullish trade setup. Now let us add some more stocks by increasing the near to the zone maximum price percent from 2% to 3%. This is the final report for 75 minutes. That means weekly income trade, bullish trade setup, maximum 3% to the zone. That means if tomorrow 3% price is down, some of these stocks will get the entry. Some of these stocks within 2% are there. But any stock, IOC is moving towards the demand zone. This is a fresh zone, 75-minute zone, IOC. And any other stocks are moving towards the demand. OFSS is also moving towards but it is already tested. A normal zone, you won't plan the trade. There is one more. Power grid is also moving towards the demand zone. It is also a fresh zone. And the Tata Communication is also moving towards the demand zone. This is also a fresh zone. And all these stocks are, majority of these stocks are within 3% to the demand zone, and few stocks are within 2% to the demand zone, which I shown you in the previous report. Now let us generate the final report, that is bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. I am selecting the entry time frame as 75 minutes and the entry zone as supply zone, and in bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes I am selecting bearish. Now these four stocks are filtered, currently supporting bearish trade setup. Any peers? No, there are no peers zones, so we need not set any filters now. The only thing you need to check is all these zones are fresh zones. And Bajaj Finance is moving towards the supply zone, and it is a high liquidity supply zone. And Bandhan Bank is moving towards the supply zone, that is also high liquidity supply zone. HDFC Life also moving towards the supply zone, but this is a confirmation trading related. When it is generated, 8-2. And the reward is good in HDFC Life. We have a good reward, and even Bandhan Bank also we have a good reward, but risk is very high. That's why you need to fine tune and get the reward. When the risk is very high, you need to fine tune the zone properly. Bajaj Finance we have 2.62%. Risk is very minimal, and this stock is having a reward, a good reward. RR, I mean good RR is there already. So look into these stocks. These are all currently supporting bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. So that means we have generated all the four setups, stocks supporting bullish and bearish trade setups for monthly income trade and weekly income trade. Hope this information is useful to you. Let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.